So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I told you guys I'll be back sooner than you think, and I'm back literally a couple days later with another makeup tutorial. And today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this Barbie pink makeup look. This is perfect for if you just want to get glam or Valentine's Day. I know it's a bit early for Valentine's Day looks. I'm not sure, is it too early? I don't know, but this is my Valentine's Day submission 1 look of 2026. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then please carry on watching. So first I'm going to go in with this glow mist. If you're a real one and if you've been subscribed to this channel for a very long time, then you would know that I used to love this glow mist by Pixie. I used to use it all the time at the beginning of my makeup tutorials back in 2019, 2020. Like I used to use this all the time, but I stopped using it and now I'm back to using it, especially in the winter. I feel like this is just the boost of hydration that I need. It reminds me of, you know, the Dalba spray that is quite popular right now, the white truffle one, but this one is a lot more glowy, I believe. If you're not too keen on like oils being in sprays that you spray onto your skin, I have dry skin, so I love all the hydration that I can get. I don't think this clogs my pores. But if you're someone that's very like iffy on the oil being in spray, then they do have a hydrating one which is made with oat. This is the glow mist, and then they have a hydrating mist. I would also recommend the oat one. It's really hydrating, but this one just gives your skin more of that glow. I could go out like this with this spray and it sinks into your skin very quickly. That's why I really like this as well. It doesn't make your skin feel slippery or anything like that. It's just going to make sure you're nice and hydrated. We're layering on the hydration all winter. We're going to be layering on the hydration because I have dry skin and I like to apply a lot of powder, so I need my hydration levels to be up here so that when I powder it, it's going to come back to normal levels. So to prime, I'm using the NYX Plump Right Back Serum. This is kind of like the it's like also like the gripping, the e.l.f. gripping primer. But I think this came out before the grip primer. It's not obviously as gripping as the gripping one, but it does have a bit of a tacky feel on the skin. And I like to apply this pretty much everywhere. And then let it dry down. I really like this because one, it hydrates my skin and it just grips onto my makeup really nicely. For foundation today, I'm going to use the NARS foundation. This is a favorite of mine. I think it's a favorite of most people. Natural Radiant Foundation in the shade New Caledonia. I'm just going to take 2 pumps of that, and to blend that out, I'm going to use my Yummy Face 1.0 brush by Dennis and Myricks. I'm going to apply it on one side just so you can see the difference with and without. Honestly, don't need a lot of this foundation, and just blend that in. And it just sinks into my skin. This is one side with the foundation and one side without. And I still have a lot left on my hand, and I think that's all the foundation that I'm going to use. You can see all the marks that were here on my face are nice and covered, and I didn't even use a lot of foundation. I'm going to use my Hourglass concealer in the shade Teak, a nice coverage concealer. I would say it's buildable coverage. I won't say it's completely full coverage, but it's quite similar to the Too Faced in the sense that I do rank them on the same level. I'm going to go in with this under my eyes. I'm just going to highlight everywhere that I like to bring forward. So I like to go under my eyes, not too much of this. And this is just 1 pump of the concealer along my nose, my upper lip, my chin, around my mouth, and then my forehead. And I would say that this concealer dries down very quickly, so you do have to work quite fast And I'm just going to use the applicator to just spread out that concealer because it does dry quickly, and when I come back to blend I want everything to just blend out seamlessly. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend that out with my Doll Beauty sponge that I've washed and dried. And if you don't know about me, I love to layer my makeup, so this is my first layer of concealer, and I'm just going to keep tapping this until it blends out. Like I said, it does dry down, so you just want to make sure it's nice and blended flawlessly. And I'm just going to keep tapping lightly until it blends out all that concealer. I haven't used this concealer in a long time, and I actually really like it. I actually really like it. Blending it out now just reminds me how much I like this concealer. It's very gentle. I could use this on days where I want like a really soft glam, because it covers and it brightens slightly. This is the bronzer that I'm going to use. It's the HMB Cosmetics Glossy Skin Bronze in the shade number 9. I think it's pretty pigmented for a skin tint. It's very pigmented. I'm just going to take this everywhere that I'd like to cream. It does look a bit intense, but it's not. It's just going to blend nicely into my skin. Then to brighten, I'm going to use the HMB concealer. This is the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF2WN, and this is a really bright concealer. This is also a very affordable concealer. As you can see, this is bright. This is bright. This is bright, guys. But I'm going for a bright under eye today. I didn't actually anticipate it being this bright. I might even wipe some of it off because it is very bright, and I kind of went crazy with it. Okay. And with a bright concealer, I feel like it's important to distribute it evenly across your face. So I wouldn't just apply the bright concealer directly under my eyes and just leave it there. I would apply it to my upper lip and my nose, just so it looks seamless and coherent with the rest of my face. If I was to just apply it to my under eyes, it will look a bit crazy, and we don't want to look crazy, we just want to look bright and lifted. So once I've blended up my under eyes, I will show you exactly what I mean. As you can see, it doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look too crazy. It's a bit crazy, but it doesn't look too crazy. Just blend. Just blend. The key is just to blend, and also use the brush that I used for that cream bronzer, and just blend out the edges of that bright concealer. So for cream blush, I'm going to use this Morphe palette, and I'll be taking this cream blush right here. And all I can think of Barbie is pink, so I'm going to do a lot of pink blush today, like a lot of pink blush. Quite generous with this one because it's a really lovely colour, but it can be a bit sheer, so I'm gonna go a bit heavy with it. Okay, and to blend that out, I'm gonna use my Doll Beauty Solid Start Duo brush, and I'm gonna take this dense side and just blend that into my skin. And you're gonna see how it just blends out really nicely, but it doesn't look as intense as it was when I first applied it, as you can see. But it's a beautiful shade. So to set my face, I'm using my Laura Mercier powder in the shade Translucent. When you apply your under eye powder, you want to make sure all your concealer is crease free and blended, and then you just go straight in with your powder. Take a nice layer like that, and then swipe off the first layer and then press it into your skin. Just follow through. Press. I always start with a nice thin layer and then I build it up. And then whatever's left on the sponge, I just take it on my nose. I like to apply the least amount of powder on my nose and my forehead. I'm just going to set everywhere else that I applied that concealer. So this is the bronzer I'll be using. This actually broke in my last video, so I need a new one. But I'm going to go in with my BB104 brush. Take that bronzer and just go on top of where I applied that cream bronzer and blush. With the bronzer, I'm not going to go too heavy or crazy today because I want the star of this show to actually be my blush. So I'm going to keep my bronzer nice and soft, but also adding that warmth back into my face. Lightly bronze my nose, ever so lightly. So I'm going to take some of that powder again, just a light amount, and just bake on the sides of my nose. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my YSL All Hours Hyper Finish powder and just set everywhere else very lightly. I don't want to be super matte. And when it comes to my brows, I don't really like to do too much. I like to take a really small fine pencil and just follow the natural shape of my brow. And I'm going to take some of that Hourglass concealer and just conceal underneath my brow and clean up any hairs that I have underneath my brow. I'm not applying too much, just a really light amount of it. I'm focusing mainly on the arch, and then whatever product is left, I just drag it down to the front. I take some of that on my eyelid just to act as my eyeshadow base for the eyeshadow that I'm about to apply. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is the Destiny Beauty Sahara palette, and it looks like this. So I'm going to go in with Egypt, Soil, and either Camel or Stone. So I think I'm most likely going to use Stone. First I'm going to go in with Egypt in my crease, and this is going to be my transition color. The color that's going to blend my lid color and my crease color together. So I'm just going to go in with Egypt all over my crease. I'm going to take Soil, which is this rich brown down here, just in my crease. And this is just going to add some definition to that. And I'm going to take Stone, see how it looks on my lid. Yes, that is the color I'm going for. So I'm just going to pack this on my lid and just blend out the edges of that color. Ultimate Pen by Kiko, and I'm just going to wing out my eyes and connect them. Now we got a wing. That was chaotic, but I'm going to do the other eye and I'll come back once I've done it. Laura Mercier eyeliner in the shade Tuxedo. And just line my bottom lash line. So I'll be using this Armani Beauty blush in the shade 52. And this is a really bright pink. It's not as scary as you think it is. You just have to really just pack it on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to apply a lot of this blush to my cheeks. Take a clean brush, a bit of that blush, take a bit of it, just a hint of it in my eyeshadow, just so it merges with everything in this look. Okay, dust off that powder with the blush brush because I don't mind blush getting on my under eyes. I'm going to take a tad bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder in the shade number 2. Just the smallest amount. Going with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. Then I'm going to go in with some highlighter using my Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay. And I'm going to highlight my nose and my cheeks too. And then for my lips, I'll be using the MAC lip pencil in the shade Chestnut. And I'm going to take my Laura Mercier cream lipstick in 689. Just a tiny bit in the center. And then I'm going to go on top with my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. The mascara that I'm using is the Lancome Flutter Extension. And I told you guys in my last video how much I love this mascara and how it picks every single lash and coats it nicely. I'm just going to set my face with the Revolution Super Hold Fixing Spray. Okay, so this is the final look. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one. Stay blessed, stay safe and stay prayed out.